Revocable trust does not give you asset protection from creditors coming after your estate when you've passed away and taking assets from your estate to pay off debts that you owe them. And so what's going to happen is when you put your assets inside of a revocable trust, you are typically the trustee and the beneficiary, and you are filing those assets inside of the revocable trust on your personal tax returns under your Social Security number. Therefore, it's not separating those assets from your estate. And because those assets are not separated from your estate, those assets are subject to creditors coming and taking those assets when you pass away to pay off debts that you owe them. So what's going to happen is you rack up these debts, you have the assets inside the revocable trust, you pass away. Your executor and or your trustee will have to publicly notify creditors that you have passed away, and then those creditors are able to come to either the executor or the trustee and say, hey, this individual owes us money for debts that they had. You have to sell off assets inside of their estate or inside of their revocable trust to pay off those debts that they owe us money for. And then your executor or trustee has to do that. And if you have less assets than you have debts that you owe for, they will wipe out your entire estate, even though your assets are inside of the irrevocable trust. If you want to have the asset protection from creditors coming after your estate, after you have passed away, you can put your assets inside of an irrevocable trust. That way, when creditors are coming to your trustee or your executor and they say, hey, this individual owes us money, you have to sell assets in their estate to pay off the debts that they owe us. Those assets in the irrevocable trust are no longer a part of your estate. Therefore, they're not accessible to creditors coming after your estate. And so that way it gives you the full separation, and they have the asset protection from creditors coming after them when you have passed away. If you want help setting any of this up, click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and schedule a time to talk to someone on our team.